wife of the president of Nigeria, Remi, Tinubu, on Thursday appealed to citizens to take it easy with her husband. President Bola Tinubu saying he works hard 7 days a week to keep the nation safe. Speaking to newsmen yesterday at the end of her 2025 Children's Christmas brunch held at State House Banquet Hall, Abuja, Mrs. Tinubu stressed that making Nigeria safe for all was top on the agenda of the Tinubu administration. Responding to questions about the mixed experiences of Nigerian children this year, the global academic accomplishment on one hand and mass abductions on the other, she insists that the Tinubu government was acting swiftly and responsibly, particularly the recent rescue of abducted school children. She also called on Nigerians to appreciate the scale of Nigeria's challenges, noting that the country's population, estimated at over 250 million, was comparable to that of the United States. And of course, we have staying with us to give more bite to that, Mr. Dayo, Sobowale, a Rise News analyst. It's good to have you with us, as always.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Me as usual, right?
All right, so let's have your thoughts on Mrs. Tinubu's current rhetoric. Is it that when we take a look at this critique about Nigerians having maybe not been patient enough, but we see scenarios whereby for years they've been through a lot, and it's getting to a point that they need quick fixes, as it were. So would you say her rhetoric is apt towards giving her husband?
I call it rhetoric. If I have empathy for it.
All right.
And she knows what she's saying. She's asking for some break, somewhat, for her husband, which is a wifely concern. If you look at it from the matrimonial side, which is a political concern too, considering that she herself is a senator and has experienced the nitty-gritty of politicians serving people, and people's expectations rising, and people's anger rising if the expectations are not met. So she's not holding brief. She cannot hold brief for her husband. But she's asking that she be given some breathing space and understood or sympathized with. The husband too has been at pains to tell us that we should bear the pains of the economic problems we're having. And somehow, I think to a large extent, he has been listened to, because he did some things that we thought at the outset would have thrown this country into chaos. You remember, fuel subsidy is gone, and the reforms and so on, so many things. But still people, in a way, seem to be bearing with him. But the wife is still concerned that he's not being given some breathing space up. Yep. She's a plea. She's a plea, not another. She dare not give another under the circumstance. Yep. And don't forget the context of the appeal. She was talking to children, the Yuletide season, the spirit, the time when you give and you get happy. And she was telling those children that they should learn to be able to help people, to give, even when they have nothing. She says she has occasionally exhausted resources, but she knows that she will get more. She's hopeful. So I see it as a plea that her husband is giving his best, and people should appreciate that and give him some breathing space. Right. You cannot stop the criticism. The articles and the beasts of this world, and they will not rest, because that's the nature of accountability. That's the nature of seeing that we have transparency, and that is the nature of the democratic political system. Let's leave it at that for now.
Okay, well, I appreciate your balance on that, Mr. Sobowale, stating that it's a plea, probably speaking from the hat that she wears as a wife of the president, looking at what he is probably going through. But when you look at the broader context, as a Nigerian who might be faced with the current realities. I was speaking with one of our colleagues today, and she was saying how it doesn't even feel like Christmas because of the way things are in terms of security, people not being able to travel, the people's purchasing power. when is the appeal going to shift from, oh, let's give the president more grace, to the appeal to, her taking the message to the presidency saying, these people have given you enough grace. It's time for them to start recording or seeing outcomes for this, all these good works that they're supposedly being done by the presidency.
You see, you are finding your question difficult to now.
No, I'm not.
I will deal with it.
Okay.
You see, let me take you one by one.
Sure.
You see, people don't feel like it's Christmas.
Yeah.
You see our environment. You see the traffic, the go-slow. What do you think is responsible?
It's
because Christmas is coming. These are Nigerians. You can't deny them the opportunity to have their seasonal joy. You see, you may feel melancholy. Not many people. You see, people feel the joy of Christmas, regardless of their economic circumstances. You better know that.
I would like to relate to that.
During Salah, people feel the season, regardless of their economic circumstances. Don't forget that these are religious occasions, and religion teaches that you should, under whatever circumstances, learn to give thanks to God and be grateful for your situation, whatever it is. So you can agitate against that, but your mood does not catch on. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
My mood does not what?
Catch on.
Oh, it does not speak for the...
Look, go out, even this Awolowo. Have you seen the last few days, the go-slow? What do you think is responsible? It's really tight. It's really tight. People are going out to buy what they can afford. Affordability may be an economic problem, but the season prevails over that. People want to at least give their hearts a lift that they are seeing Christmas. You better learn to do the same thing.
No, Mr. Sobowale, that's not the question is, when is the message going to be taken to the presidency? She's appealing for us to extend more grace to him, that he's doing his best. Nigerians have also extended plenty of grace. So when are we going to leave the narrative of, extend grace to the government and start experiencing the outcomes? Because we're going to judge every intention by outcomes. This is the season where people are still afraid.
Give me a deadline.
I'm just asking you the question.
Yeah, I cannot answer.
Okay, that's okay if you can't.
A rhetorical question like that.
It's not rhetorical.
It is utterly rhetorical.
We've had let the poor breathe from day one, and now we're still being asked to give the president more breathing space, so while Nigerians pay the ultimate price. If you do not give the president what breathing space, what will you have done? You're the analyst.
You will beat him up.
Are you content with how the nation is at the moment?
Nobody is. You don't listen to what I say.
You're not listening to my question.
I'm telling you that in spite of the economic pains, the season catches up with people, and their mood is one of elation and thanksgiving.
But my question was never about the season.
Maybe she was even seizing. She was trying to seize on the mood of the season to make this appeal. If she had made it at any other time, maybe it should not have been that palatable to the ears. But I see the logic in it, and I understand her concern, and she has my empathy. If you don't.
My question was never about the season, but that's okay.
You had no question.
You
had no question. Literally.
I did.
You did not ask a question.
I did. I asked you when she would take the message to the presidency.
It was a rhetorical question.
It was not rhetorical. If that's how you interpret it, that's completely fine. But it was far from rhetorical.
Totally rhetorical.
Right.
To you.
Yes. What about
this?
Obviously.
The issue of insecurity, the kidnappings, banditry, as it relates with school children, as it were. So, what are your thoughts on that?
We have discussed all that. Yeah.
No.
Those are
from her perspective,
I've tried to define government and governance. Get me? A government is weak when it cannot protect its people. Get me? She is not holding, an apology for her husband or that. She knows the situation, and even she has given an excuse which may be inadequate, saying that I don't agree with that the fastest rescue came for some school children. They should not have been kidnapped in the first instance if there was adequate security. But we all know what is happening. Yeah. We know the threat we face from the jihadists, the kidnappers, and all that. And we know the literal breakdown of law and all that. But, you see, this is a Yuletide season. And it is in the mood of that. I presume she's saying this,
Yeah.
and what she's saying is logical. So it's not, why are you asking me when will her husband respond to the pains? It is governance. It is on. She is a woman. She has a husband who also has an office, and she's making a plea for people to understand the problem. She's not saying the husband is perfect. Everybody knows the situation in Nigeria is not perfect. It is hazardous. It is insecure and all that. But then this is the unitary season, and she has seized the opportunity. If people are more understanding, that we are more appreciative as seasonal occasions. Because if you have a religion, unless you don't have a religion, if you have a religion, you can preach at somebody to understand your plight or your problems in your work or your delivery. You can plead at a unitary season to people who have a faith or who believe in God.
Okay.
Let's leave it at that.
All right, Mr. Sobowale. Now,
Yes.
for those who have buried their loved ones under this administration, for those who have families who are being held in places that we don't know or the government says they are not aware of, how would you ask them to be grateful in this season that when they have records of people who have of family members that they can't account for, and even some that have buried their loved ones?
Look,
what grace would you ask in that regard to extend
we
to
are
this?
going spiritual now. I'm not a canon. I'm not an imam. You get me? A priest will answer you appropriately, but I'm an analyst. You get me? And I'm a realist at the same time. You have economic problems, and in spite of that, Nigerians still find time to enjoy seasonal occasions, either religious or public or whatever.
And when this is over, when
because
the
they
season
don't,
is
you see,
over,
people are not, how do I put it? People are not totally put down by the economic circumstances, by the insecurity. Yeah, because if you do that, you give up. And you can't, see, I don't want to give up on any issue. And I'm sure most Nigerians don't. That is why they are bearing with whatever pains they have with this president. And that is why they will tell this wife of the president to shut up because she's making a plea. Please, let's be realistic. She has made the season, the mood of the season, which is really tight, season of joy. And people go out. You see people at the shops shopping. Shopping. You think people will go into how do I put it now? Lock themselves up in the church or wherever because there's economic. People will find a way of celebrating Christmas. People at the highest level, which is to be expected, even at the lowest level, people will buy fowl. But even during Ramadan, those who cannot buy fowl celebrate with chicken or whatever. So please, the mood of the nation is not incompatible with the economic pains you are going through, whether you like it or not.
So
No question.
beyond the issue of
we're done. We are done.
Okay, just a quick one. Beyond the issue of religion and all the festivities and all that, do you think Nigerians are asking too much? Because they do have a right to critique.
Of course.
Especially when they're pained at at this moment.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Nigerians are asking too much. They've been criticizing the government and asking for better days. But that is the wife of the president making a personal plea. What do you expect her to do? To say that they should hang her husband? No way. So from the matrimonial side, yes. From the human side, yes. From the seasonal side, Yuletide mood, yes, she has the right to what she's saying. But that does not remove the economic pains or the reality of the anguish in the land. That is the reality of the situation.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Sobowale, thank you.